Season 10 is right around the corner. I know you guys are wondering, we all left in the blind right now at the moment since there's no update at the time of this video. What will we have to do in order to prepare ourselves for the new updates? What will we have to do in order to prepare ourselves for the new leveling system? How's this new Umber Shard 2.0 system going to be? Is it going to be like the previous system to where you use the Umber Shards that you get from the dungeons to upgrade your named items only to the next gear level, which would be hopefully 800 or 825, whatever it's going to be? We will find out real soon. So I want to give you guys 10 essential tips that's going to help you guys in the future and be prepared for the new season 10 in New World Eternum. Story number 1, reaching level 65 and completing the main storyline. With that being said, you guys want to make sure you are up to par on the storyline that is completing Brimstone, completing Elysian Wild. I know some of the guys that I've played with have only made it to Elysian Wild in order to get in the Elysian Wild, and they just stop right there. Which me, on one of my character of the 4 that I do have, I did the same thing on 2 of those, to where I was able to just do the races and get in the Elysian Wild and get some of the gear over there, and I didn't complete the storyline. So I have a lot of work that I have to do in order to have all those characters up to par with the new zone that is coming, and also the new storyline that is coming for season 10. Number 2, maximizing your weapon mastery. The main thing you want to focus on is leveling up all the weapons that you are using. Me, currently I have all my weapons maxed out. You can get with a group and y'all can go farm things in Eden Grove in order to max those out. I think it's the life ring. You can farm that, get you a group of 5, a group of 10, whatever, to help you guys level up. Also, you want to make sure you're taking some of those weapon boost XP, which are tokens you get. You can find those at the bottom of the inventory slot. You click that and it should be some tokens in there. You get those also off of the season pass. If you have those, you can use those in order to level up. So you want to make sure you out there leveling up all those weapons and getting those up to level 20 so you can be prepared for the next season. Number 3, save all gold and avoid overgearing. With that being said, all the gold you have right now, you don't want to focus on making a build right now. Understand it's getting hectic out there in those races. A lot of people are PvPing still, which I am a guy who's doing that, and I want to have the best build, the best gear at the time, and whenever I'm going against some of these guys, because a lot of these guys are real beefy. Some of these fights are getting real difficult with the new meta that's coming out, which is Void Blade and all that other stuff. The flail being updated. We have a lot of arcane. The crescent wave is going crazy right now. You want to wait until season 10 come out. That way you're not just crafting stuff, using all your Gorgonite inductors, just making a build, and eventually it's going to be useless. It's going to be a new gear score, a new gear set that you're going to be trying to farm. You want to make sure you save all your gold until we find out on this next update video what is going to be getting added to the game and what are some things that we're going to do in order to improve our characters. Tip number 4, clean up storage and inventory. With that being said, want to make sure you're salvaging useless gear. You don't want to have, going into season 10, a bunch of old stuff like I did back whenever season 9 came out. I still had 625 gear stuff that was useless. You want to make sure you, if it's not named, you know, it's something you're not using, it's not 725, you want to go ahead and get rid of that. You can scrap that and get, I think it's 3 coins per gold, and also you get dark matter and everything from that. So just go through, make sure you unlock the gear, make sure you go ahead and scrap that. It's going to be useless soon. Just scrap it and get it out of there so you can get some of this fresh gear that's going to be coming in season 10. Number 5, stockpiling strategic material. With that being said, things like prismatic ingots, prismatic cloth, prismatic scales, we don't know if this is going to be useless or it's going to be useful going into season 10. So you want to make sure you are stocking those things up. Same thing with saving the coins, saving all these materials that you use to craft. So whenever you go into season 10, we know that, hey, you need a few prismatic ingots in order to craft the next best thing. Everybody that's PvPing and PvEing, we want to have the best thing. So make sure you stockpiling those materials. Just save them. I know it's tough. Make sure you save those particular materials, and when season 10 come out, you can go ahead and get back to crafting. Number 6, build your artifact collection. Make sure you out there forming all the artifacts, because I'm pretty sure the artifacts are going to be something that I know AGS is not going to get rid of artifacts, and they're not going to stay at 725. I feel like, this is my opinion, before I don't know what the update is, artifacts are definitely going to be useful. It's going to be more artifacts coming in season 10, so you want to make sure you're going out there collecting all the artifacts. Y'all saw whenever season 9 came, how they reworked some of the artifacts, like the Odo, some of the head pieces, the freedom pants, the freedoms and all that. Thank you for the follow. Also, yeah, that was crazy, y'all. At the time, I'm trying to record a video and then things like this happen. But your artifact collection, Amazon Gaming can go through and rework any artifact they like. You know, you never know what get added to an artifact that you feel like, oh, I don't want to collect that because I'm not going to use it on my build. Amazon Gaming and updates, they have, in the past update, y'all saw how they recently reworked some of the artifacts and made the artifacts way better. The Odo was not being used as much, the Flail wasn't being used as much until, hey, now you get an extra bonus, you get extra health if you don't have a shield. So things like that could happen in future artifacts, so you want to make sure you're going out there, even if you're not using it, just go collect all the artifacts you can and put them in a storage of only artifact storage. That way you can be prepared for season 10 and we can see, hey, what's going to happen with the artifacts. Number 7, Horde PvP currency and some of the wars you get from the PvP track. We all know that eventually there might be a new level for the PvP. I think currently it's at 200. We've seen it increase in the past, so hopefully it goes up to 250. That way we can get better gear and also be able to, you know, get more stuff off of the PvP track with all the guys that are just PvPing. Things like the salt that you get from the PvP track, you want to make sure you're saving that. And also, once again, anything that's useful on the PvP track that you want to save, get you a storage that's dedicated to strictly PvP gear. I know me personally, I have a storage that's all the artifact and Shuriken Hills gear that I get off the PvP track. I save all that stuff and put it in its own storage, just for me to, you know, eventually I can go through and pick something that I want and make a full Shuriken Hills build. Now, some of the stuff off that PvP track is amazing for PvP. Y'all guys should just look into that. I always grab, anytime I see anything that has Shuriken Hills or any of those perks on there, I always save that gear. Number 8, be wary of over investing in gear. Once again, this goes back to me what I said, whenever you want to save all your coins, don't go out there right now. You get into fights, it's been tough, and you want to, you know, create the best build for right now. Just save all that, be patient. Season 10 is right around the corner. You want to make sure you're saving all the coins, saving all the materials and everything. Just keep hold of all that stuff, and you know, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. Just want to save all that until season 10 update come out. We know what's going to be on season 10. You want to make sure you're saving all that gear. Just wait on the crafting. Just hold on. Just hold on to that gear. Just hold on to that materials. Just hold on to everything. Number 9, level trade skills and prepare for the Umber Shard 2.0. Now, I started some years back whenever, I think it was gear score 625 whenever I started. The Umber Shard, I am familiar with that system. I don't know, with this being the 2.0, I don't know how they're going to change the version, but they really push doing PvE dungeons, which was at the time, I think it was M1 through 10. So you was grinding M1 through 10s, and we was doing M10s back to back, Tempest Heart back to back. We was doing all these dungeons, getting all these Umber Shards in order to upgrade one piece at a time, y'all. I think it took like 10,000 Umber Shards just to do one piece, maxed out to like, was it 625? I think you, once you pick it up off the ground, it was like 590 or something, and then you upgrade it on up to 625. Hopefully that type of system, I don't know what they're gonna do with the new Umber Shard 2.0. Maybe it's gonna be geared toward doing that same meta how that was at the time, which me personally I think is great. That being said, you have guys who have millions of coins. You can't just go out and just come in the game and being it pay to win. You can just buy all these gear and go on the trade post. You can buy all 725 stuff, and you know, without even knowing what the game is, and you out there, you know, it's really like you got people who play 24/7 and that's grinding. The Umber Shard will be geared toward those guys because they're actually doing these dungeons and grinding, and you'll actually see who's really been putting in the work in the game. Me, at the time of this video, I have over 3,000 hours in New World, so PvP is something that I'm new to, but I got my background is tanking on PvE. You know what I mean? So tanking is something that I always wanted to do, always did, and I got a bunch of hours on tanking. But PvP is something that I'm new to, and I've definitely been enjoying it. I had no idea about the races, but you definitely want to make sure leveling up your trade skills. That's cooking, all the above, stone cutting, armor crafting, arcane crafting, all this stuff. You want to make sure you have maxed out all the way up, so you can be prepared for the next leveling, which we definitely seen it increase by 50 on everything across the board. So you want to make sure you're not super behind and having to go from 0 on up to possibly 300. You guys, right now it's at 250 for all the leveling, so we could see another increase of 50, so it could be 300 for the next leveling system. So you want to make sure you get all the everything maxed out right now on the leveling, and hey, we can see how it goes. And number 10, get in there, familiarize yourself with the PvP fundamentals. That's as far as dodging, understanding the build that you're going, whether it's sword and shield, hatchet, sword and shield, hammer, sword and shield, great sword. Make sure you're reading the perks when you select 1 through 20 to make sure you are understanding that if I do this, it's going to give me this. You have some sword and shield perks that, hey, if I block an attack for maybe 2 attacks, it gives me fortify. If I block 5 attacks, it gives me empower up to 5 times. So these are things you want to make sure whenever it comes to selecting your weapons and selecting the perks on your weapons. You want to make sure that you understand the fundamentals of those particular things. That will wrap this video up, guys. Hope you guys are all maxed out and you all guys are getting prepared for season 10. I am still currently doing the races. Y'all can follow me on Twitch at TripleBandz YT. Link will be in the bio, you guys. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. If y'all like this video, I know it's short. Just wanted to go through and touch bases on you guys with until we get the new update. I'm definitely gonna do a video on the update. So y'all just stay tuned for that. Hope you guys have been enjoying the Twitch live streams. We stream every day around like 6 until we get tired. So without further ado, like, subscribe, comment, and see you guys in the next video. Peace out.